Hey, what's up? This is Jason Drone. Welcome to GSD Daily. Today we're going to talk about content marketing and some simple ways to generate content on demand for your business that doesn't suck. And because that content is going to rank in Google, you're going to be getting organic traffic for the rest of your life and the life of your business and the life of the website and all that other stuff. Not really. But when you optimize that content, when optimized correctly, then yes, you can absolutely get content for a really, really long time. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Jason Drone. I'm the creator of doneforyou.com, and we specialize in creating offers, building sales funnels, and building marketing automation systems that help our clients grow and thrive online. And today, in this week, we have been talking about content marketing and search engine optimization and all things having to do with free traffic. So today we have obviously we have this blog post we're going to go through. So this is 5 no-brainer content creator tactics. And I'm going to post this to the chat. Those of you watching, go ahead and say hi. That would be fantastic. If you have any questions, that'd be cool too. If you like this, make sure to like the stream and all that other stuff. So first of all, content sucks. Creating content is got to be one of the worst time sucks of having a digital business is creating the content, creating the blogs and stuff required to make that business run. Because at the end of the day, you create a website, you create a sales funnel, and you put all of that stuff online and it just sits there until you either create content, which brings you traffic, or you start paying for traffic, which brings you traffic. So the paying for traffic, you can turn something on and immediately, it's rocking and rolling quickly. By the end of the day, you're getting clicks. Hopefully you're getting leads. Hopefully you're getting sales. Content creation, blogging, of course, takes a long time, because not only do you have to write the blog post, you also then have to, do some on-page SEO, some on-page search engine optimization. So you need to, learn about that, or you can just be really fucking lucky, and you write a blog post and then boom, you're starting to get paid traffic, or you're starting to get free traffic, but that never happens. So, but writing content, a good 1,500 to 2,000 word blog post takes about 6 hours to write. And that's if all you're doing is writing. If you're like me and you have, pings and notifications and messages and emails and all kinds of crazy stuff, then it doesn't necessarily work nearly as well, because then you have that, the context switching cost, which is where you're like pulled off of a task. Then it takes like on average 16 minutes to kind of recenter. It's at least double that for writing blog posts, because writing blog posts is no fun. So what I have been doing is what you have been witnessing, which is let's get on 10 o'clock, roughly 10 o'clock every day. We record a 20-minute video. Then we have that transcribed. We post that to the blog post. We get ranked for some we get ranked for some keyword phrases, and everybody's happy. The Google gods are happy. Content is happy. We're getting free traffic. We're able to work, with an audience a little bit. We're creating video, which is awesome. There's so many different ways we can use video. So that is my kind of been my what I've been into lately, or at least since the beginning of the pandemic. And that is what it's evolved into, and it's working pretty well. Today, though, we're going to talk about 5 no-brainer content creator tactics. If you don't necessarily, one of these is video. So, but here, we're just going to dig through these. So first of all, you absolutely need content online, so you need content so that people know, like, and trust you. They bond with you, they engage with you, they become aware of you, and they aren't necessarily being sold the first thing, as soon as they see you, they're not necessarily being sold something. So it is important that you have content. Super important. All the big media buyers, every business that is growing quickly, it's not just ads. There's a lot of content in there. It might be content, that that is sent to you through an email list. It might be content, as in an advertorial. But there's always content. There are always videos. There's always sales videos. There's YouTube channels. There's Instagram posts. There's always content in the mix, even if it isn't necessarily just blog posts. So as I drop my mouse. So from a content marketing standpoint, basically, you want to make sure that you are creating something at least a couple times a week. I always try to tell all of our clients, like, you want to make sure that you're creating, if it's 2 a week, 3 a week, some piece of content. Might be a checklist, might be a blog post, whatever. But you want to make sure you're doing something, on a really consistent basis. Now, first of all, don't get all caught up about getting started, because at the end of the day, everybody is met with a blank screen at some point. So what we end up doing, and what we've talked earlier in this week about, is doing keyword research and finding out what your prospects, what your readers actually want you to talk about. Because if you do a little tiny bit of research before you go live, before you write something, then you have some direction. And being that you're an expert, a subject matter expert, or else you wouldn't necessarily have a business, being that you are an expert, or having the presence of mind to hire, a great writer or somebody who is an expert that can write on your behalf, then you can create, that person can create content. And it all starts with keyword phrases. It starts with this idea of trying to figure out what other people are searching. Because if you know what people are typing into Google, you know what kind of content you can write that will attract them into your world, that will attract them to your blog post, or your website, or your sales videos, or any of that other stuff. That's always, 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 always where it starts, is the keyword research. Then once you have an idea where the keyword research takes you, or what you need to do inside the keyword research, then you can write a blog post, you can create a video, you can build a checklist, you can do whatever. So it all starts with a keyword phrase that you're trying to start from. Now, I choose to do video first. So I have been doing this for so long that I don't need scripting in order to, and I've done like literally 17,000 calls, so I'm okay on my feet, literally, because I'm at a standing desk. I'm fucking chipper this morning. I don't know why, but anyway, so, I'm okay on the fly talking about this stuff, from a content marketing standpoint, or email marketing, or whatever. And basically what I'm doing is kind of what I revealed yesterday was these videos oftentimes kind of rehash old blog posts and stuff, or at least get in and re-optimize them. But the video itself gives you leverage into the future. For video is the most accepted form of content creation right now, because people watch video, people listen to audio, which you can pull the audio out of the video, and then transcription is super cheap. It's $1.25 a minute, and so one 20-minute video gives you like 4,000 words, 4,000 written words that then, you can be posting that on your blog tomorrow. So that's what we do. So video, if you can discipline yourself to create video, and you can set up a little studio or whatever. I mean, I got a little camera there. I got some lights here, which is going to screw up everything. But if you can discipline yourself to just do a little bit of video every single day where you're talking about something in your market, something that your audience will care about or like, then you can do anything with that. You can reuse, repurpose, you can package it in a book, you can put the videos together as a course. But video content is the most mobile. You can do whatever you want with it. So that's why video is good. Another option is content creation, or content curation, I should say. So with content curation, you're using other blog posts or other content to inspire you. And what we have found, look at Pinterest. Pinterest is nothing but content curation. It's 17 things you can do with 2x4s. And that one blog post has no original content. All it is a summary of 17 other blog posts that all have something about 2x4s. It's all content curation is. It's assembling other people's content into a more useful blog post or a more useful piece of content. And that, when done right, when done correctly, can bring a lot of traffic. I mean, some of those Pinterest articles, they get 2, 3, 4,000 visitors a day, because they click it on Pinterest. Oh, gee, I have all kinds of 2x4s in the garage. I wonder what I'm going to build today. Oh, here's a blog, here's a post, blah, blah, blah. And then I pick something. I'm going to build a step stool out of 2x4s because this blog post had a really cute step stool, and I clicked through and here's the plans for it. That's all content curation is. It's using and it's reusing and packaging other people's content in a new way. That's the value that you bring as a content curator. You aren't creating content, you're packaging it differently. No different than a museum curator. They don't create the art. They just display the art. They source it, they bring it in-house, they display it, they light it, they just package it differently. So it's a big difference. Now, repurposing content is another one. What I'm doing right here, this is repurposing content. So I'm taking content that was written 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and I'm refreshing it. We're going to add a video to this. We're going to add the transcript to it. This is all still really great stuff. We'll pull out all the old links and all that other kind of stuff and add new links. But at the end of the day, we're refreshing this content. We're repurposing it. I've been writing for about digital business for 14 years now. There's very little that I write new. I mean, I have a treasure trove of email copy that I just recycle. It's rare that I come up with new emails. I usually recycle something that I sent 4 years ago. And that's the beauty of repurposing content. Same with sales copy. When it's our stuff, I've already written so many sales videos and done so many webinars that I use a piece of software called Scrivener. And basically it's an author's tool. You can save your scripts and you can save your email copy. You can save whatever, any text-based copy you can save into the Scrivener, and then you can drag it around and drop it. And, it's an author's tool. But earlier this year, I went and loaded up all of our old email copy. I loaded up a bunch of webinars. I loaded up sales copy that I've written a long, long time ago. And that is it's just a rehash. I rarely come up with something from scratch now because I just repurpose all the old stuff. So after you've been at it a while, you can repurpose your old stuff, or you can repurpose stuff that you find that you like. You can just rewrite it. The last of the 5 tips is to get into a habit of making lists. List content it works so well online. Having lists, the top 100 list, the top 10 list, the top 5 list, whatever. A good bit of very clickbait content are list posts. So it can be 7 WordPress plugins that you need. It's a list. It's a list of 7 plugins that maybe has a description above, below each one, or 100 ways to make chocolate chip cookies. Whatever. It might be a list post of, you literally just have links to 100 different chocolate chip cookie recipes. So that's a list post that is content curated. So there's lots of different ways to cut it up, but just know list posts are they go viral pretty easily when presented correctly. And they end up having a lot of traction, and Google loves list posts because people like to share them a lot because it's like a treasure trove of information all in nice little bite-sized chunks. So with that, the 5 ways of creating content as simply and as quickly as possible. The winner for me is absolutely video. If you are okay with creating video, if you don't mind, holding a mobile phone up in front of you, or you don't mind setting up a little setup like this, or doing a webcam with StreamYard, which is how we're recording this. If you don't mind that stuff, it literally is the simplest and easiest and quickest way to create content that you can then, work with in the future. like I said, our process, we create the video. I take the YouTube video, upload it into rev.com, which is where we get it transcribed. Pay $1.25 a minute. So if it's a 20-minute video, it costs $33 or whatever. Get it transcribed, and then it kicks out the transcript. We post that on the blog post, and then we just do some light formatting, Grammarly kind of checks, and that's it. And then we wait to see how it ranks. And then once it starts ranking, then we go back in and we rehab it and do sub headlines and all that other stuff. So it becomes just a content optimization thing. But at the end of the day, content is how you get free traffic. You just have to invest the time in creating the content, or you can invest the money and save the time and get paid traffic. So it's up to you how you want to go. If you would like to learn more about paid traffic, setting up sales funnels, building marketing automation, having my team kind of put all of it together for you, go to doneforyou.com/start, fill in the little form, and we'll schedule a call with you and kind of walk through everything. And if you have any questions at all, or if you would like to ask a question for a future episode, go to doneforyou.com/GSD, and I will talk to you soon. All right. Thanks. Bye. My mouse is blah, as it's not working. Hello. All right. Cool. Thank you. Have fun.